you know that sometimes the police handle cases that are easily solved without much effort? But there are also cases so complicated that they take away the officer's sleep. Today's story is tangled in such complexities where on one side it appears to be easily solvable, while on the other, it feels incredibly challenging. This is a case that involved police from 4 states, with 3 actively investigating it to their fullest capacity. Today, we will discuss the Deepti Goyal and Devendra Singh case. The story begins in Rewari, a well-known district in Haryana. Within Rewari, there is an area called Darahara, an industrial hub within the Delhi NCR region. Under Darahara lies the Ramnagar colony. The date was December 7th, 2019, and the time was between 3:30 and 4 am. A passerby traveling via Nand Rampur base road noticed something unusual by the roadside near Ramnagar colony. Suspicious, the person stopped and used their phone's flashlight to see more clearly. What they saw was horrifying: a woman's lifeless body, drenched in blood. The passerby immediately alerted the police control room. Within minutes, the local police arrived at the scene. The body belonged to a woman dressed in jeans and a jacket. Upon inspection, 4 bullet wounds were found, 1 in the head, 2 in the chest, and 1 in the abdomen. It was clear this was a murder case. The local police informed their senior officers. Soon, high-ranking officials, forensic teams, and a dog squad reached the scene. By observing the deceased, it was estimated she was around 22 years old. As dawn broke, locals started gathering. The news of the crime spread quickly due to the nearby residential area. The police cordoned off the crime scene and began searching for clues. The woman's face was intact, making identification possible. The fact that 4 bullets were fired suggested a deep enmity. The killer clearly did not want her alive. The bullet wound in the abdomen pointed to the murderer's brutality. As morning arrived, officers questioned locals, asking if anyone recognized the victim. She seemed to be from another area, and her body had been dumped near the main road. It was likely the killer brought her in a vehicle and fled after the murder. While examining the woman's body, the police found a visiting card from a beauty parlor in her pocket. This parlor was in Delhi, providing a significant lead for the investigation. The body was sent to the government hospital in Rewari for post-mortem. The SP and SSP suspected she might have been sexually assaulted, so the doctors were instructed to check for such evidence. The visiting card contained a phone number and contact details. The Haryana police contacted the beauty parlor, showed them the deceased's photo, and learned her identity: Deepti Goyal, a resident of Delhi. She was undergoing training at the beauty parlor. Using Deepti's phone number, the police retrieved her call details. The last call she made was to her father. The police contacted him and informed him about the incident. Deepti's father was shocked. He revealed that Deepti had left home on December 6th evening, saying she was going to the market. They spoke briefly around 11 p.m., and she assured him she was fine. However, she didn't return home that night. On the same day, December 7th, 2019, in Rajasthan's Chandwaji area near the Delhi-Jaipur highway, another body was discovered on the service lane. This was a man aged 30-35, shot in the head, likely a driver based on his attire. A matchbox found nearby suggested a connection to Delhi. The Jaipur police were trying to identify the driver of the Innova Krista car. They contacted Ajit Singh, the car's owner, for questioning. When asked if his car had been on the Delhi-Jaipur highway and who was driving it, Ajit Singh informed the police that his brother, Devendra Singh, was operating the vehicle as part of an online cab service. On the evening of December 6th, Devendra had called his wife, informing her about a booking for Jaipur. He mentioned he would return home late at night or the next morning. Devendra, his wife, his brother Ajit, and their entire family lived in Dabri, a locality in Delhi's Dwarka subdivision. However, by the morning of December 7th, when Devendra had not returned, his wife tried calling him. His phone was switched off. The family waited the entire day for his return, but on December 8th, Ajit lodged a missing person complaint at the Dabri police station. Delhi police started investigating Devendra's disappearance. Upon questioning his wife, they learned that he had gone towards Jaipur for an online booking. When the police retrieved details of the last cab booking, it was discovered that the ride was booked under the name of Deepti Goyal. Delhi police went to Deepti's residence only to find out that she had been murdered in Haryana. This information was shared with the Rajasthan police. They informed Ajit that a body matching Devendra's description had been found on the Jaipur highway and sent a photo for identification. Devendra's wife and brother both confirmed that it was indeed Devendra's body. With this, the police from Delhi, Haryana, and Rajasthan began coordinating and sharing information to solve the case. Further investigation revealed an anomaly. Though Deepti had booked the cab, she later canceled it. This raised questions. If the ride was cancelled, why did the driver still head to Jaipur? How did Deepti end up in Haryana? Deeper investigation connected the dots. Although Deepti canceled the cab, she still traveled to Jaipur in the same vehicle. Somewhere along the way, in Haryana, she was shot and killed. Soon after, the cab driver, Devendra, was also murdered. Ballistic reports confirmed that the same weapon was used to kill both Deepti and Devendra. This suggested that the killer was either in the cab or following it. Since Devendra's body was found on the highway, but his Innova car was missing, it was likely that the killer fled with the vehicle. The police examined footage from cameras further down the Jaipur highway. The Innova was eventually spotted being driven by someone. Rajasthan police continued progressing with the investigation. By December 9th, Devendra's body was handed over to his family after post-mortem. Around this time, Gujarat police entered the case. They contacted Haryana police and shared critical information. The person they were looking for was in Gujarat. We actually have the story behind this. A man brought an Innova car to Sarathala, a locality in Surat, Gujarat. On December 9th, he visited a second-hand car dealer named Prakash Vagsia. The car was slightly damaged. One of the windows was broken, and a side mirror was also damaged. The seller appeared anxious and in a hurry, which made Prakash suspicious. The seller provided an ID that seemed fake. The photo on the ID did not match the man's face. Sensing something was wrong, Prakash acted wisely and seated the man while thoroughly inspecting the car. He checked the interior and exterior and noticed bloodstains on the driving seat and the back seat. The car had a Delhi number plate, and the seller had come all the way to Gujarat to sell it. This raised more doubts for Prakash. On the back of the car, there was a number written, which turned out to be the car owner's contact. Prakash discreetly called the owner, who was Ajit, the brother of Devendra, a cab driver. Prakash explained the situation to Ajit, who then informed Devendra's wife about it. When Devendra's wife spoke to Prakash, she revealed that the car had been booked as a cab for a trip to Jaipur by a woman named Deepti. The car was being driven by her husband, Devendra. Devendra and Deepti were later found to have been murdered. It was suspected that the man selling the car was responsible for their murders. Prakash immediately informed the Sarathala police station, leading to the man's arrest. Meanwhile, Devendra's wife informed the Delhi police about the situation. The man in question was identified as Hemant Lamba, a 34-year-old national-level bodybuilder. A pistol was also recovered from him. Hemant had killed Deepti Goyal and Devendra Singh. After verifying the details with Haryana and Rajasthan police, Gujarat police conducted a full investigation. Hemant Lamba was a resident of Vikas Park, Delhi. He was a B.Tech in civil engineering and the chairman of a company named Body Starin Healthcare Pvt. Limited. He was also the National General Secretary of the National Bodybuilding and Sports Federation and had organized several bodybuilding championships. Despite his success in the fitness industry, he had a criminal side. He was involved in 42 cases, including fraud, assault, and disputes. He was out on bail for a rape case filed against him in 2016. Deepti Goyal had met Hemant and dreamed of marrying him, but Hemant had no such intentions. As Deepti pressured him for marriage, their relationship soured. Hemant saw Deepti as a burden he couldn't tolerate anymore. On December 6th, Hemant invited Deepti to meet him. She lied to her family and joined him. They roamed around Delhi before heading to Jaipur. Hemant had already planned to kill Deepti if she mentioned marriage again. He carried a pistol with him, reportedly unlicensed. To divert suspicion, Hemant made Deepti book a cab using her phone. Later, he canceled the booking but convinced the driver, Devendra, to take them to Jaipur privately for extra payment. On the way, an argument broke out between Deepti and Hemant over marriage. Using this as an opportunity, Hemant shot Deepti 4 times in front of the driver. He then forced the driver to drive the car to a secluded area, where he dumped Deepti's body. Later, Hemant also killed Devendra near the Ajmer bypass and took over the car. After the murders, Hemant stayed in Jaipur for a while and sent a message from Deepti's phone to her father, saying she was fine. He then switched off the phone. Running out of money, Hemant drove the Innova to Gujarat, intending to sell it. He contacted Prakash Vagsia, a second-hand car dealer in Sarathala, but his behavior raised suspicions. The rest of the story unfolded with Prakash's sharp observation and timely action, leading to Hemant's arrest. The police recovered the car, the pistol, and 4 live cartridges. After investigations and trials, the Rewari Sessions Court declared Hemant guilty on May 10, 2023. He was sentenced to life imprisonment and fined Rupee 5 lakh. Failure to pay the fine would result in an additional year in jail. This concludes the story. Let us know in the comments how you found this video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. See you in the next video. Thank you.